Everyone, can you hear me? Let me know. I think I just figured out what the problem was. I apologize. Thanks for joining, Johnny. Looks like I was having some tech difficulties with the audio. I didn't realize I had it completely off. So sorry. We are looking at the Croc's Eye Galaxy live through a smart telescope, or the Cat's Eye Galaxy. And you might be wondering, why am I doing this instead of the planetary parade? Well, I've got some stuff to let you guys know regarding this. A lot of people are hyped about the planetary parade, the planet alignment, which is tonight. Oh, it's going to be before, if you live in the US, it's going to be before sunrise, right? Around dawn or so. Thank you for joining me, guys. Sorry, I was having some tech difficulties there for the first few minutes without realizing it. I didn't know my mic was completely gone. It was off. Welcome, Astro Emma. Let me know where you're watching from, guys. So, yeah, we're looking at the Croc's Eye Galaxy, and also known as M94. If you notice, it has that little hazy kind of look. I'm trying to get this as much as I can before the clouds roll in. I have a few hours left before the clouds roll in. And we are imaging at about, let's see, 24 minutes of stacking. This is, I'll show you guys why I say we're at 24 minutes of stacking 10-second images through the Seestar Smart Telescope. It was a bit of a last minute getting this stream together, guys. There we go. So you see that we're at about 25 minutes. Oh, I have some things to share with you guys. I hope you guys stay here with me. There's some stuff I want to let you guys know. But I wasn't, I kind of pulled this in last minute, this live stream, because I wasn't sure how the clouds were gonna, these clouds were gonna go away. They've been just out here all day, blocking the view. But yeah, I'm glad I'm getting this galaxy for the first time. I've never seen the Croc's Eye Galaxy, or also known as the Cat's Eye Galaxy, through the Seestar. So this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. And if you notice, I'm gonna pull up the Stellarium version of it at the bottom. If you notice, so the galaxy through my telescope is at the top. For those of you just joining, at the bottom, that's like ongoing on the chat, is from Stellarium, which is like a software or an app also, where you can, it's also just online on a website where it simulates your night sky. So I want you guys to see, if you're wondering why does it look kind of hazy and things like that, that's the way it looks. I don't have the clearest sky right now. It's okay. The clouds still haven't rolled in, but I want you guys to, I'm going to pull it up a little bit, see if you guys can see that a little better. I know the chat might be kind of blocking it a bit there, but yeah, so the Seestar S50 is a small, smart telescope. It's portable. It's like a mini telescope, 50mm lens. It's incredible. It's an incredible telescope. If you're curious about it, you can check the links in my description. It will tell you all about it. Very easy to use, very user-friendly. My channel is dedicated completely to smart telescopes in general, in particular this one. But yeah, let me know, have you ever seen this galaxy before through a telescope? It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm telling you, if this is your first time here, this is nothing compared to other galaxies that we can get that look way better, way bigger, way better in magnitude, in size, and everything. But I wanted to try this one out tonight. Take advantage, it's visible in the night sky around this time of the year. And I'll get to why I'm not doing the planetary parade. I'll get to that. A lot of you might be wondering why on earth am I not doing that. So it's been hyped up everywhere on social media. Let me see if I can move this around a little bit. So yeah, I've definitely done other galaxies with this telescope, Andromeda. That's right. I haven't done a live stream of Andromeda before, but I've definitely seen other galaxies such as Andromeda through this scope. This actually is not the best one to look at, but nonetheless, we want to see it because it's pretty cool. It has a cool name. And let me give you guys some background on this. So this galaxy is in the constellation of Canis Venatici, and it's a spiral galaxy. It's 16 million light years away. So this is pretty deep space. Pretty deep space that we're looking at right now. And it's known as the Croc galaxy, also known as the Cat's Eye galaxy, right? You can see the resemblance there a bit. Any telescope, yes, any telescope can see this galaxy. And I'm telling you right now, this is a very small telescope. So small lens, so an even bigger telescope, especially if you attach a camera to it or whatnot, it's gonna look even more insane, this galaxy. And if I lived in darker skies, this definitely would look a million times even better. I live in very light polluted skies, so, but this telescope is amazing that I can still see this. You know, we can still see deep, deep space. So we're almost at, believe it or not, we're almost at about 30 minutes of image stacking. Okay, so I want you guys to know something. So let me show you something on the scope. Actually, you know what? Let me do a poll before I even start. Before I even ask this question, or before I move forward. Check it out, guys. Let's try this. I'm gonna do a little poll here, but so I'm at a Bortle 8. And So I'm curious, of those of you watching, if the majority of you that are watching, do you have this telescope? I want you guys to let me know, because I'm going to say something that's really important for those of you that have this scope right now. And if it's not applicable, then I won't get into it and we can move along. But let me know what percentage of you that are watching right now have this scope. This is really important. See if we can get a few more votes. Thanks for joining, guys. If this is your first time, hit the subscribe, hit the like if you're loving this. Deep space. I try to bring these live streams of deep space as much as I can, as much as skies, clear skies will allow me. Awesome. We're almost at 30 minutes of stacking. See if we can get a few more votes. Yeah, so this telescope brings a UV IR filter. It brings it, and it has an automatic light pollution filter that you can turn on. It's incredible. It's incredible. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll. We didn't get that many votes. Should I wait a little bit more? I'm curious if you guys have this telescope or not. How many of my viewers right now, the viewers, have this scope? Because I want to say something really important about this telescope, but I'll disregard it if not many have it. Awesome. Okay, so 60% of you have this telescope right now. Okay, that's really cool. So this is what I want you guys to know that do have this telescope. And if you don't, it's okay, because if you want to get it, you need to pay attention to this. Yes, you can definitely see, Johnny, you can definitely see nebula with this telescope. Check out all my videos on this channel. I can see all kinds of nebula with this telescope. Yes, it's incredible. Orion Nebula, California Nebula, Crescent Nebula, Eagle Nebula, you name it, any nebula, we can see it in very light polluted skies. This is the advantage of smart telescopes now. They're small, they're easy to use, they're lightweight. This only weighs like 6.6 pounds or 3 kilograms. It's awesome. So what I want to say, for those of you, it looks like the majority of the viewers right now have this telescope, and I'm about to show you guys something because my viewers have asked me questions on this. So you see what I'm showing you right there? There's my light pollution filter is not on right now. Okay, let me point to it with my cursor here. So you see the light pollution filter on the scope? It is not on. And most of you already know why. So when we image galaxies, there are certain objects that the Seestar will tell you do not turn on your light pollution filter on, right? Like when you do galaxies or certain other objects, for instance, comets, right? There's just some stuff you don't want to use this. But some people say that if you live in very light polluted skies, to just turn it on no matter what. And I'm here to tell you, for me, that has not worked. I started imaging this, what time is it now? Maybe 45 minutes ago, before I started the live stream, before I hit go live. And I tried doing it by turning on the light pollution filter, and it was not. It just kept saying star trail. It could not grab the object. It was just a disaster. It was not grabbing anything. And I was like, what? Are there clouds in the way? Like, what's going on? Did the clouds roll in? No. So I'm letting you guys know, don't turn on the light pollution filter. At least I've kind of learned my lesson. Maybe I'll try it on other objects that aren't galaxies, even if it's telling me not to turn it on. Maybe. But if nothing is showing up on your scope, That's why. Okay? So let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me know if you still turn on the light pollution filter regardless, even if the Seestar doesn't recommend it, and how that's worked out for you. But it does not work out for me. Yeah. Okay. So, man, this galaxy is insane. Okay, guys, I want to ask you something. Let's get into what's hot and trending right now with space, which is the planetary parade. And you know what I'm talking about. So there's a huge there's news all over right now about this planetary parade, and as you see, I'm not imaging any planetary parade right now. And I'll let you know why. So let's check out this poll. How many of you were hoping or are hoping to see the planetary parade tonight or before sunrise, or staying up to try to see this, or looking it up online? Because I have some very interesting news for you regarding that. By the way, if you're shy about doing the little poll, don't worry. Like, I can't see who votes and who doesn't. It just gives me a percentage of people that vote. That's it. So don't be shy. Feel free to let me know. You know, I'm curious, so that way I'll know if it's cool to mention this or talk about this, and how many of you are hyped about this, right? Or not. Because as you see, I'm not doing any, I'm not looking at any planets right now with this telescope. Even though the telescope wasn't built for planetary, we most definitely can see a couple planets. You guys know that if you guys have this scope, you know we can. It's not built for that. It's not our go-to targets all the time, but we do definitely try. So why am I not doing one of the planets right now, or trying to see the alignment of the planets? I'll leave the poll open just for a few more seconds while I get to this. Guys, so okay, let's see what the results are. Okay, a lot of you guys want to see the planetary parade. I have some news for you regarding this. So if you really dig into this stuff, if you look up what space experts say, astronomers and NASA and things like that, even though it's all over the news, all over social media about the planetary parade, your expectations for this should be to wait until the end of the month to see the real planetary alignment. And do you know why, everyone? It's because, so they're saying they're saying that you should be able to see 6 planets in alignment, right? Jupiter, Mercury, Uranus, Mars, Neptune, Saturn. But NASA, and you can look this up, right? And astronomers, experts say it's not the best time tonight, or, you know, if you're trying to stay up for this, don't stay up or wake up at 3, 4 a.m. to look at this, because a lot of the planets are actually too close to the horizon or under the horizon to even be visible. And even then, if you're going to look at them, whatever's going to be visible, maybe Saturn, maybe Mars, it's just going to look like a little pinpoint of light. Still kind of cool to see it, but it's nothing to be too hyped about, or I would say to stay up till 3, 4 a.m. to catch this before sunrise. So June 29th, at the end of this month, because we're already in June, right, is when it'll be a better planet parade, where you're going to have Saturn, Moon, Mars, Jupiter. So the majority of the world right now cannot really see this planetary parade, because a lot of these planets are under the horizon at the how they're saying to look at it before sunrise. You know, there might be 2 that you can see. You know, yes, they are in alignment. So don't get me wrong now. It's not that the planets are not aligned. They are in a line, and you can look it up on any sky guide app or software that, you know, guides you with the night sky. You can see how they're all aligning, like right now. Actually, if I get a chance to show you guys, I will. I'll show it to you. Okay, but they're like below the horizon, the majority of this, so you can't see that, right? So that's why I'm focusing on looking at a galaxy right now, right? Let's put all our effort and time to look at this, the Cat's Eye Galaxy, also known as the Croc's Eye Galaxy. This is awesome. So let's wait, guys, till towards more the end of the month, so we can see the real planetary parade. So June 29th, mark that one in your calendar. And for now, we will focus on looking at other deep space objects that are really cool and really fun to see. So also, guys, Jupiter, Mercury, and Uranus are way too close to the sun to look at as in the planetary parade right now, the alignment. It's really difficult to see that. So if you were hoping to rise before the sun does on Monday mornings, for some of you it's already Monday and you're staying up really late. Okay, don't do it. It's not worth it. You're going to be up for disappointment. You're not going to be able to see it, what they're saying that you can see. It's just not going to happen, okay? So good things come to those who wait. Wait till the end of this month to get a better chance at viewing a planetary alignment. Okay? Let me know, guys, where you're watching from. Astro Emma, I am in Southern California. That's where I'm live streaming from. Deep space. From Southern California. So I love it how, you know, the news and everything is hyping up people about space, and there's more people into space than ever before. But, you know, I just wish it was a little bit more accurate when it comes to all this stuff that they try to hype up, because, you know, what we're looking at now, though, is deep, deep space. This is real, guys. Yes, so Simple Man. You definitely, Markarian's Chain. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I love Markarian's Chain. It's a beautiful, it's just so many beautiful galaxies to look at. Welcome, Terry Lutz. Thank you for joining, guys. I'm seeing Johnny's Bowling, Simple Man, Astro, Emma, Terry in the chat. A lot of you guys having cloudy skies are not able to image. Simple Man, yeah, get whatever you can. Markarian's chain is awesome. Get whatever you can in that view. It's hard. Like sometimes I want to get so many, right? One time I did Markarian's chain with this telescope, and I think I got somewhere between 12 or 15 galaxies in one frame. It was awesome. I need to do that one in a live stream too. "35 minutes of imaging the Croc galaxy." We're at 35 minutes of 10-second exposures. Let me show you guys. If you guys can see that, we're at 36 minutes. This is very light polluted skies, guys. Very light, not the best seeing conditions. We're gonna have clouds rolling in just maybe 2 hours or so, but we're hanging in there. See if I zoom in a bit more. Thanks for subscribing, all you new ones to the channel. You see, as the time passes, for those of you not familiar with smart telescopes, we're stacking more. This telescope is stacking images, and the image will get better and better and brighter as the time passes. Zoom out, zoom back out a little bit more. See if I can mess with the brightness, the contrast, the saturation. Can you believe it? This galaxy was discovered in 1781. That's insane. What do you guys want me to do? Zoom in on the galaxy more, or stay kind of zoomed out? Has anybody been imaging and checking up on Corona Borealis, the blaze star, by any chance? Let me know. welcome, Enrique. Thanks for joining. This galaxy looks so cool. Welcome, Juan Robles. Doing another poll. How many telescopes do you guys have? Anybody here have more than one? This includes, I would say, maybe we can add cameras in there too. If you guys have cameras dedicated to astrophotography. Needle Galaxy, Well Galaxy. Yes, Simple Man. I hear you. Absolutely. Guys, while we wait on the poll there for a minute, I want to show you guys. I'm going to zoom in, see if I can, you guys can see that. Oh, I might have to move that for you guys to see it better, but I'm going to zoom in on the Croc Galaxy on the simulated version of it at the bottom. I'm gonna move this up. I just minimized the down the Seestar because I want you guys to see this view, and I'm gonna zoom it in. Check it out. Like, this is what we're looking at. Let me know in the chat if you've seen this one with your telescope, the one that we're seeing right now. Look at this, guys. This is wild. Move this back down. Simple Man, you want to try to look for this comet? Let me write it in the chat. Suchinsen Atlas, I don't know if you've heard it, but it's getting closer and closer to Earth. And it has a tail already. All of you who have a telescope, please look for this comet. I was viewing it the other day. Suchinsen Atlas C 2023, and it has a tail. It's gonna be the #1 comet of the year, from what they're saying, and it's gonna get better by once we get closer to fall. This is what you wanna be looking at, because it's getting closer and closer to Earth. It already has a tail. It already has some color when you look it up. The magnitude right now is about a 10, so not the best, but it is getting better and better as we get closer to fall. And it might become a naked eye comet in October or so, from what they're saying as of now. Wow, some of you have more than 4 telescopes or cameras or DSLR cameras or dedicated astrophotography cameras. That's awesome. Wow, we've got a lot of you that want to get a telescope. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. This telescope is incredible. The one that I'm seeing, what we're seeing is nothing compared to other stuff that we can see, guys. So, yeah, if you're curious, it's a very user-friendly scope. And a lot of you have, yeah, 1 to 3. Very cool. Guys, so as some of you know, I've also been live streaming a lot during the daytime to monitor the sun, to look at the sun because of intense solar activity lately, a lot of sunspots. We're possibly in solar maximum. And also because we want to track to see if we can see Aurora Borealis again. The last thing I heard was between now and June 6th, but nothing yet that's gotten any, I would say that's gotten me excited to confirm. So we're still kind of waiting. The sun is very active right now, but I'll let you guys know. But yeah, we're looking at the Croc's Eye Galaxy, also known as the Cat's Eye Galaxy. This is very deep, deep space. We're looking at it through a smart telescope. And what I wanted to say about the sun, guys, have all of you heard that we are expected to have, we as in the whole world, a very, very hot summer? Very, very hot summer, guys. Probably worse than the past few years, several years. There's actually a meteor shower ongoing. I wonder if any of you are in dark skies enough to see some meteors tonight from what I heard, and there's also one upcoming June 4th. Yeah, so I was just talking about that, about how far away is the Croc galaxy. And this galaxy is approximately 15 million light years away. It's a spiral galaxy, discovered in 1781. This galaxy has 2 ring structures, and it looks just like this. I was just showing a simulated view of it earlier, but this is a real life view. But if you look it up, it looks just like this. If you look up other pictures from other people that have taken it from NASA, it has that funny haze look around it. It is about 15 million light years away from Earth. And guys, this looks tiny, but I'm telling you, it's huge. It's 50,000 light years in diameter. So think about it. If each light year is 6 trillion miles, how big is this? Right? That's why with astronomy, with anything space related, it has to be said, you can't say kilometers, you can't say miles. You have to, things need to be described with light years, because everything is just an astronomical number, right? It's just the distances, how vast, how deep into space it is, how big it is, the object is. We have to say it in light years, because this stuff is just, these are monsters that we're looking at. Yeah, it does, it looks like a streak of dust clouds. So yeah, it's like surrounded by faded outer ring of older stars. So that's why it looks like a faint halo. If you can look at this through the way NASA has seen this through their telescopes, like Hubble telescope and stuff, you can actually see spiral arms. This is a very small telescope, and it's a tiny scope, but it's awesome that we can still see this. So we can't make out the arms. When you zoom in, though, I mean, you can tell that it's spiral. You can. But to see the spiral arms of it, you can look it up. M94 is what this one is called. Croc's Eye Galaxy or Cat's Eye Galaxy, and you'll see the spiral arms. It's incredible. Actually, I can try to look this up to show it to you guys. I'm glad that you guys think it looks awesome. And if you live in even darker skies, this is gonna look more insane. It's gonna look wild. It's gonna look wild. Don't get this confused with the Cat's Eye Nebula, because there's a Cat's Eye Nebula too, but this is the Cat's Eye Galaxy. Or Croc's Eye Galaxy. I'm gonna play a little bit more with the contrast feature, see if I can, actually, if I lift this up, you see that? Too much? Saturation, the brightness. So I'm playing with the brightness scale, contrast scale, saturation. All right here. It's getting better and better. I mean, we're at 45 minutes of stacking. I need to take a picture of this. I need to screenshot this, guys. Yeah, so we're, 45 minutes and 30 seconds exactly right now of 10-second exposures, and I can show it to you. Zoom in big time right there, 45 minutes. And this is at Bortle 8. Bortle 788 skies, guys. If you're loving this, guys, hit me with a like and subscribe so you won't miss out on more live streams, and that way YouTube can notify you. Hit the bell button. That way you won't miss any more live streams, you know, any future live streams that I do. I have a lot of live streams on deep space. During the daytime, I'll do the sun as well. The clouds have been holding out. I'm so happy. I know some of you prefer that I can do the, like, where I can schedule the live stream, and I'm sorry that I haven't scheduled it far advanced, you know, far enough in advance yet. It's just that I've been battling with clouds ever since now we're like in spring, kind of summertime. It's been really difficult. So I've you know, I last minute been putting in the live streams because I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Today they said clear skies all day, and it was super cloudy until like 5, 6, 7 p.m. or something, 5, 6. And even then it said it was clear, and I still had to wait till like 9 p.m. So yeah. And clouds are supposed to roll in, but space weather, my weather app is messing with me, I guess. Wow, this is looking better and better, guys. 46 minutes. So here we go. This is it on Stellarium. Yep, June gloom. That's what it is. That's what it is. No, that's true. That's true. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying like the details. I mean, I'm telling you, this is nothing compared to other galaxies that we can see with this scope. Okay, I want to show you guys this. Oh, can I move it around? Let me see. So check it out. This is the same one, right? So we're looking at Hubble Space Telescope stuff right there. That's the same one we're looking at. And right here, you see how it's got spiral arms, and you see the haze, because we're seeing that, right? We're seeing that. Dr. V, thanks for joining. But yeah, you see that, guys? How it's got that haze, right? We're literally looking at this galaxy. This is wild. 15 million light years away. Strong star formation activity right there, right in the center. They're calling this a starburst ring as well. This star formation is fueled by gas, guys, and it's giving it this funny oval shaped structure. Wild stuff when you think about it. Messier 94, M94. Any of you guys imaging tonight by any chance? Let's look at the whole frame here. I want to show you guys. Check it out. So the Sky Atlas on this app, you see it right there. We're on M94. Let me move this. You guys can see it. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Check it out. Let's go back. Stargazing. It's still stacking, guys. We're almost at 50 minutes. 50, because I've been live streaming for an hour and I started stacking even a little bit before that, but not bad. You see how I'm just super zoomed in. And actually, guys, see if I can show you my scope outside. I'll show you my setup, Dr. V. I'm about to show it. Very simple. Very, very simple. Nothing complicated. So this is the Seestar S50 Smart Telescope. This is gonna blow your mind, okay? For those of you new to the channel, wondering, curious, I'm gonna pull up my camera outside so you can see my scope. What's going on, Andrew? Thanks for joining. I'm glad. I'm glad that you found his channel. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, okay, the clouds are rolling in. I'm gonna show you guys. If you wanna see my setup. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to turn on, get the my camera is on, the one where you can see my scope outside, because I'm looking at it. I'm indoors, right? I'm indoors. My scope is outside. And give me a sec here while I pull this up. So the hard part is just getting it on the screen for you guys. There's a lot to do with live streaming, guys. It looks so simple, but there's a lot of work going on in the background to bring you guys this stream. So if you're loving this, hit me with a like. Thank you for your patience, guys. I'm trying to get the camera outside to pop up. There it is. Okay. I just gotta get you guys to look at it. How do I? Oh, it's all the way down here. Okay. I'm gonna get it right under the Seestar. Oh, that's not it. It's the camera. There we go. Okay, let me know if you can see my setup. No, we can definitely do longer 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30-second exposures. For me, it just works better to do the 10 seconds. I battle with winds, a lot of winds. And so if I try to do 20 or 30, it's just not always the best. So to keep it safe, especially if I'm live streaming, I'm going to do usually 10 seconds. But if you notice, that's my scope. So it looks huge, but it's actually only 6 pounds or 3 kilograms. I'm gonna pull it up. It only looks huge because I have it on a tripod that is not the one that it came with. So this actually, it's actually a really tiny tripod. It's tiny. This thing is tiny. Super lightweight, but I put it on a heavy duty tripod to help it be just a little bit more stable because I battle with winds. Not that the tripod that it comes with is not good. It's really good. It's really good, but for just for me to battle with the winds, I just need something a little bit heavier, a little bit more sturdier. And even though the other one still did awesome, and mostly it's like if I'm doing the sun or the moon because those objects are bigger, I would prefer, I would prefer to use the heavier duty tripod. But normally I'm actually on a little tripod, the one that it comes with, the default one. And it works totally fine, even when I'm battling heavy winds. But if I'm live streaming, I don't want you guys to see the shakiness of like when I'm looking at the moon or the sun. So I prefer to use a heavy duty tripod. So, and that thing sticking out on the, of the scope, it's a dew shield light pollution blocker. Does not come with the scope. I talk about it in one of my other videos, my masterclass accessories video. And I bought that separately and I put it on this scope. So yeah, very simple. My scope is outside. I'm indoors in the comfort of my own home. And it doesn't have an eyepiece, right? This is a smart telescope. We're looking at it. This is through the app. We're looking at our galaxies, our space object and things like that. So it just connects to an app. This scope has a built-in Wi-Fi. No matter where you are, it's gonna work. I've gone out far away from the city, middle of nowhere, dark skies. There's obviously no Wi-Fi out there. I don't, have any mobile Wi-Fi thing going with me where I'm hooking it up to, nothing like that. And yeah, and you just put in your coordinates. It's incredible. It's incredible. So, yep, that's the scope. Dr. V, you're talking about like, what do you mean? Like how I'm bringing the stream across, like live stream to you, or? Welcome, Ahmad from Palestine. That's awesome. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm just bringing you guys this stream through OBS software. And this telescope comes with its own app, and I'm just basically screen mirroring the app to the computer and bringing it to you live on YouTube. Guys, I'm encouraging you, be a member of this channel if you love this. Just a way to bring support. I'm not sponsored by any telescope company or anything like that. So if you look at the description of anything any videos on this channel or this one, you can see that you can become a member. And I appreciate all of y'all's support. Thank you so much. I can't do it without you. And wow, guys, almost an hour of image stacking. This is awesome. The Croc's Eye Galaxy, the Cat's Eye Galaxy. Wow, you know what? We're getting some interesting kind of color now on this galaxy. This is kind of, whoa. Huh. Guys, you can send me, if you look at the bottom of your chat right there towards the right, there's like an emoji with the happy face. And if you want to support me right now, don't be scared of the little button that has a little money sign. It has a thing, if you press that, there's a super sticker that you can send me or a super chat. And it's going to highlight for everyone your question or your comment or whatever it is, and it'll support this channel. Feel free to check it out. Guys, I'm amazed at this. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Southern California, yes. I already have a Celestron telescope, an 8-inch. And I love it. But, you know, the smart telescope, this mini one that I have, it's mini, it's small. It's easy setup, portable, it's so easy to use. So that's why this one is just a go-to. User-friendly. And we are stacking 10-second images right now. Every 10 seconds, the telescope on its own is stacking the images, and the image is getting better and better as we're stacking. We are seeing some interesting color. We're really zoomed in. Look at this. This is wild. But I'm noticing like some color coming off now. Or not coming off, but coming in. Anyone can have this telescope, guys. You don't have to be a professional to learn how to use it or anything like that. Anyone can have this. Anyone can use this. It's very easy to use. Like I said, user-friendly. M94 is what we're looking at. Messier 94, Deep Space Object, NGC 4736. It marks your object too right there. It's kind of interesting. Like, I feel like we're getting a bit of color. See, I want to play with the saturation a little bit more. Maybe I shouldn't play with that too much. Then it gets way overly saturated, not natural. I like the natural color more. I wouldn't call myself a professional, guys, on this. You know, just through my own research, I have no formal education. I'm actually a paralegal. That's my 8-to-5 job. But I love space. I've always loved space since I was little. And that's how I got into this. I just teaching myself, and big time teaching myself. Like, I dig deep. And if you watch this channel, you know that I dig deep, because my channel is like a giant instructional manual for this particular smart telescope. That's what one of my viewers said. And it's true. I really research, I really dig deep, and I do all I can with telescopes to do the best of, like, to get the best use out of them. Like, I'm the kind of person that will read the manual, that will read the fine print, and I will keep digging until I figure out how to solve a problem when it comes to this stuff. So, because I want to get the most use out of the device, right? Out of the telescope. I want to juice it out. I want to juice it up and use it to the max. So when you don't know all the capabilities of your telescope, it's a bummer because you miss out. And so I'm by no means a professional, but I just love this so much. Just like all of you guys that are, you know, loving deep space and love everything that has to do with the cosmos. And I just dig into it and keep going. Sometimes, you know, I remember when I got my first telescope, I wanted to give up after like the first few weeks. I'm like, what in the world? I can't see anything through this, you know? And I kept fighting, you know, and till I figured it out, and researching, looking at the manual, reading the fine print, so to speak, you know? So yeah. Thanks, Ahmad, for joining this channel. Don't worry. Subscribe and you're going to learn more and more about how to use telescopes. Let me know where you're watching from, Ahmad. You can definitely learn more about space and galaxies. Don't worry about not, if you feel that your English is not strong. As a matter of fact, the English that you are writing right now is perfect. It's perfect. Even grammatically correct. It's perfect. So don't you worry about that. Don't let that deter you. Anyone can learn about telescopes. Yeah, so thanks, P2. Thanks for joining. P2 Hapasalmi. Yeah, so a smart telescope is the easiest way to get into this. It's super simple. Look at the links in the description for this telescope, Seestar S50, and check it out. Very, very user-friendly. Yeah, it's just a simple setup, you know? And like I said, I have, obviously, you know, another telescope. I have a huge Celestron Nextstar 8SE. And even though I'm a petite person, I love that one. It's huge, but it's always so hard for me because I have to set it up and it's so heavy. Especially if I'm traveling out to dark skies to use it. It's just so much work. But I love that telescope. I still love it. And I still use it. But this is like my go-to, the Seestar S50. This one is just grab and go. Grab and go. That's what's so cool about smart telescopes now. Like, that's why these are like the new hot trend, you know? They're trending like crazy. I'm going to take another screenshot of the Croc galaxy because 54 minutes now of stacking almost. I don't want to lose this. This is wild. From very light polluted skies, we can see this. Have you, any of you here on the channel that have this telescope, any of you that are watching, have you tried imaging this already? I'm gonna keep taking some screenshots. I want to save this. Guys, make sure you hit the like button because this helps this stream to be pushed out to more people on YouTube that like space too, that are searching space. So the algorithm does stuff on YouTube, like it'll push out the streams if people really like the stream or are watching it or are subscribing. You know, I know a lot of you are new to this channel and you find it by that way because other people are liking it, other people are subscribing, and it'll push out the stream, the live stream, to other people so they can find it in their feed too. So yeah, make sure you hit the like and subscribe so it'll continue grabbing others' attention too. It's a way to support the channel. I don't know, Simple Man. I mean, selling your scope for the Seestar, I sometimes I wonder, you know, if I would regret it, like to get rid of one scope to get another, no matter how good the other one might be. I mean, it's up to you, but I just wouldn't want you to regret it. If you can just get the Seestar, try to get it. Try to get it, but yeah, I guess, you know, if you feel that you have too many or there's one that you're really not using anymore, but you know, the Seestar S50 is amazing because, like I said, even though I have a way more powerful telescope than this Seestar S50 has become my go-to just because it's such an easy setup. It's such an easy setup. And if you're curious what kind of stuff you can see with the Seestar, okay, let me show you. Okay, the sun, different galaxies. This is my camera roll. I'm trying to show you guys. Owl Nebula, Sombrero Galaxy. I mean, all kinds of Hercules star cluster. I mean, this is like all kinds of stuff. It's amazing, right? This is just my camera roll. Look at the sun. It's just easy to use. I mean, that's really what it is. That's really what it's about. It's just really easy to use. You can use it in landscape mode. It's just awesome. Okay, Whirlpool Galaxy. Check it out. Check it out, guys. I mean, how can you not love this? How can you not love this? Easy to use. I mean, guys, this is real. Like, this is the Whirlpool Galaxy. Easy setup, right? I don't need all these cables. I don't need all these separate like dew shields, cooling systems, heater systems, all this stuff. Everything is built in. This telescope has its own dew heater. As a matter of fact, I have it on right now. Automatic with the press of a button, the dew heater is on. So it works in 104 degrees Fahrenheit weather, super hot, 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 and it can handle extreme cold. I've seen people with this scope outside, and it's like literally 0 degrees outside, cold, okay? 10 degrees, even negative temperatures. I'm not gonna recommend it, but I've seen it. I've seen people use it, and they have like frost, ice building up on this scope, and it's working, and it's been outside for 6, 8, 10 hours, like all night. It's insane. It's insane. And then you can mirror these images to a TV and show your family. Like, you can have dinner and just have the scope outside easy, and let it stack its images and just let it do its thing. You can have it out all night, wake up, and your images, it'll be, it'll shut down on its own. You can have it do an auto shutdown. There's just so much. I'm not going to get into all that right now, but there's just so much. It's just such an easy scope to use, and it'll get you some insane images. It's awesome. It's awesome. I could go on and on. Okay, Bode's Galaxy, check it out. Okay? I could go on and on. Look at these moon images. Look at these sun images, the eclipse. I could go on and on about this, guys. I could go on and on. It can do landscape, scenery mode, not just like space, right? This is a video of like, I'm not gonna play it, it's just birds and stuff, but sombrero. And this is light polluted skies, guys. Like, I'm in ridiculous light polluted skies. Look at what we can see. Look at the sombrero galaxy. This is wild. Yeah, Josh, that's true. This comes with its own deep sky stacking image ingrained in here. It's already there, but you can take out all your pictures as well, all your FITS files, JPEG, whatever you want, put them in a auto stacker, Serial, PixInsight, whatever you want, and image on, and stack on your own and do your own post-processing. Or use the post-processing feature that comes with this, the Deep Sky Stacker and stuff. It has its own post-processing. Like I said, I could go on and on forever, but it's awesome. The Seestar is 50, man. It's just a joy to use. I'm just showing you guys all my images of deep space that I've gotten with this scope. Bode's Galaxy. Okay, live moon video. Yeah, it does videos, all kinds of stuff, guys. I got the eclipse on this. I mean, come on. It's just... Just in case, don't sell what you already have unless like you've juiced it up and you're done with it, but don't ever, I don't want you to ever regret it. So maybe keep what you have too, but unless you're not using it, but don't That's just what I think, you know. Yeah, the moon looks amazing. I've done live streams on the moon with this scope. You guys can check that out too. Live streams with the moon. And yeah, it looks amazing. The half moon, the full moon. Thank you everyone for joining this live stream. I've had a blast with you guys. A lot of new people that found this stream tonight. And stay tuned for more live deep space streams here on the Astro Room. I'm your portal to the cosmos. One last shot of this Croc galaxy for the memories.